Hi everyone, my name is Mare. Welcome to my channel, Sin City Cross Stitcher, where I talk about my cross stitch and other crafty adventures. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've had a small uptick in subscribers since my last video, so welcome to any new subscribers. I don't know if it's because it's been really hot outside and more people are staying inside and watching YouTube, or if it's the YouTube algorithm putting our videos out there more. But I have heard from other Flosstubers that they have also seen an increase in subscribers lately. So thank you so much for subscribing and spending part of your day with me. I really appreciate it. Today is Friday, August 15th, and it's super early in the morning. I'm trying to film this before work. I wanted to film several times this week, but it's just been a really super crazy week. It's actually been a really crazy month, a lot going on here at my house. So I'm here today on Friday. So I do have a lot to share. It's been hot here in Vegas, and I have been pretty busy staying inside and stitching. So I have 6 FFOs today. Let's see, where do I want to start? This one, I think I shared this one as a finish in my last video. This one is Patriotic Granny Square by Brianna Lentz, and I just finished it into a pillow. Whoops. I stitched this on a 28 count sugar cream pie by Bestitch Me, and I just put a little, there's a little star charm and the 2025 charm. I don't know if I mentioned in my last video, but I found a huge bag of these little charms, like all different holidays and themes, and at the thrift store. So they've been really great for adding to my pillows. So that one is Patriotic Granny Square, and I stuffed it with the those beanbag beads that I had shared a while ago. My next finish, this is probably my least favorite of the 6. It was a wonderful stitch, but I'm not crazy with the how the fully finished came out, but there's a lot of fuzz on here. Whoops. This is the Regal bird. It was a kit from Samplers Not Forgotten. It's really wonky. This was stitched, it came with everything. It came with the fabric, which is a 36 count weeks, and it came with the backing fabric, and it came with the ribbon to do the ruching. I did stuff this with some walnut shells up here at the top, and then I think I stuffed it like this way. So I had the opening at the bottom. I stuffed it with the walnut shells because I thought that they would be easier to get into the corners, and then I put the polyfill. I wasn't really thinking, because now it's top heavy instead of bottom heavy, and you can kind of see, like up at the top, you can see the dark. It looks darker because of the walnut shells. It is light color fabric, so I should have just stuffed it all with polyfill, but the ruching I had to do twice. The first time I did it, the instructions say that it comes with enough ruching to do the whole pillow, but I ended up like coming up short. I think it ended like down here, so I contacted the designer and asked her if she could tell me where she purchased it so I could get more, but she said that it was like a wholesale purchase. She had to buy a ton of it at once. So she said that she didn't have any more in stock right now, but she was going to order some at some point, and then she would send me some, but I'd have to remind her. And I was like, you know what, let me just take it out and redo it. Because originally when I did it, my ruching was too tight, and that's why I ran out of ribbon, because I did the ruching way too tight. So I redid it. I had just enough ribbon at the end to do the bow like they show in the instructions. It came with this little charm. I guess it's a heart. So you're supposed to put it down here. I just put it up here with my date charm. And so yeah, that's Regal Bird by Samplers Not Forgotten. And because I had done the ruching twice already, I really didn't want to take it apart a third time to restuff the pillow. So it is what it is. And then my next one, this is another one that I had shared as a finish in my last video, and I've just fully finished it. It actually doesn't look quite straight, does it? This is, did I share this? I think I shared this as a finish in my last video, but this is alphabet sampler of the Sea by Carriage House Samplings. I started stitching this last year, finished it this year, and then just put it in this. I had a really hard time choosing a frame. I had several options, and this is the one I ended up with, but I really loved stitching this piece. It was a lot of fun. Again, this was stitched on a 28 count Be Stitch Me. I want to say like caramel macchiato, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm seeing now that it looks crooked. It didn't look crooked before, but I'm gonna have to fix that. This was a frame. It's like a solid wood frame, and I found it at a thrift store for 99 cents. So I can easily take it out. It's just cardboard on the back, so and try to fix that. Okay, so that was finish number 3. So I've got a little bit of everything here. I've got summer, I've got 4th of July, and then you'll see in my stitching I've got a little bit of fall. And okay, so let's see. So all of these FFOs I did like at the end of July after my last video, which was on, here's my calendar, July 2025. July 21st was my last video. So here's my July stitching calendar. All of the oranges are my finishes. So I had 8 finishes in July, and the yellows are my starts. I had 2 starts, and then the greens are Flosstube when I filmed Flosstube. So I filmed 2 videos in July. So I had a lot of finishes in July, which is really nice because it was helped me get my whip count down. But then August came along, and I've had a lot of starts, so I'll talk about that in a little bit. But so after my last Flosstube, I pretty much spent the entire week stitching this one, Berry Market by Flamingo Toes, and then I finished it and fully finished it. And there is, I know there is a crease down here in the middle. And even here, I've tried so hard to get the creases out with my iron. I think I need a new iron. It's just not, it doesn't work well enough. But this is on a printed 14 count Aida, and I put batting in behind the piece. There's no glass in this one. And again, this is like a solid wood frame that I found at the thrift store for $3. And I like how the brown, it pulls out the brown in the baskets. And yeah, there is a lot of space around the edges. I probably could have found a smaller frame, but that's how she finishes it in the model, the cover photo. She does have a lot of space, so I think it's fine. But I love this piece. It's just so summer to me. So that is Berry Market from Flamingo Toes. And my next one, this one, I love this one so much. This was stitched for me by my friend Barb, and she just sent me the stitch piece, and she said you can FFO it however you want. So I made it into a pillow. And I'm not sure, I think this is a Lizzie Kate, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I just did the fabric, 2 different fabrics that I had in my stash, and some green rickrack. And then this is a strawberry charm from that pack of charms that I got at the thrift store. And for this one is all polyfill, and I did the slit in the back and stuffed it that way, and then just covered my slit with strawberry ribbon. Yeah, I'm not sure what she stitched this on. It looks like a linen maybe, but it's so cute. And so now I have enough strawberry things that I actually have a strawberry display this year. And then my last one, this one, after I finished stitching Berry Market, I like spent 2 days, I think, finishing up the stitching on this one. This is Ladybug Picnic by Hands On Design. I started this one back in May for Sandy, stitching with Sandy and Shelly of It's Only Stitching. It was their birthday month, so they started this one and I joined along. I dyed the fabric myself using Rit dye. I wanted to match the original, like what the model was stitched on. I wanted to try to match that as closely as possible. Mine came out a little bit more bubblegum pink, but I think it still works well. I stitched it using all the called for colors and just finished it in this hoop. This hoop is a fabric wrapped hoop that I think it's been in my basket of hoops for so long. I think it came from a craft store. And then the back is just fabric to cover the stitching. Oh, Alexa, my music starts automatically at 8:10. So I was like, what is that noise? My music is starting downstairs. Whoops. So I was at UFO Club at the end of July, and Kelly Stitchin' Mama, she gave us a quick rundown of how she finishes in her hoops. She does a lot of finishing in hoops, and she actually wraps her own hoops into fabric. But she gave us a rundown of how she does this. Finishes it with like the fabric on the back. So I tried to do it that way. So, and I really like how it came out. This is super cute. I love this piece. So those were all of my FFOs, my fully finished objects. And then, so did I say all of those? I finished all of those like at the end of July. I haven't done any FFOs in August yet, but those were all done at the end of July since my last video. And then I'm going to just move into some whips that I did at the end of July to finish out Christmas in July. One of them, I think I only spent 1 day on this one. This is Snow Many Friends by Luminous Fiber Arts. And yeah, it's in black and white. I just can't, something's wrong with my printer. I just cannot get it to print in color. Even though if to print it in black, you still need colored ink. But anyway, so this is where I'm at on this one. It's so cute. I feel like I stitched on this quite a bit, but I don't even remember where I stitched, to be quite honest. I think I might have finished the snowman in the scarf. I think I put the snow on the trees, and I think I might have done the bird and the snow at the bottom. So yeah, he's so cute. I still have quite a ways to go on this one. But I started this one in February or March at the Pacific Stitching Retreat. I started this with Sarah Stitching Mommy, Shelly of It's Only Stitching, and there's one other woman. I think she's from Stitching at the Cabin. I know Sarah, I think Sarah is almost done. Shelly, I think she just stitched a portion of it. But this is being stitched on a 25 count. Let's see if I still have the packaging. This is the Artiste brand 25 count Lugana in steel blue. That's what I'm stitching it on. So I guess, I mean, I did Christmas in July, but this is probably more like winter, winter in July. One more. This is my basket of like all the projects I have to share today, and everything is like really crammed in here. I'm trying to trying to pull it out. Okay, so my next one that I worked on is, this is Miniature Marvels by Jenny Vanderweel, and it's in the World of Cross Stitching magazine from, I think I tried to figure this out in my last video, but I think this is from December 2021. At that time, I think they only had numbers on their magazines. This is issue, I think it says 375. I don't have my glasses, so, but I think it says 375. Let's see if I can find the pattern. Ah, here it is. I still have my sticky note on there that says must stitch. But here's the pattern. I started this one, I think, in July of 2022. And I guess I just haven't pulled it out very much, even though I absolutely love this pattern. But I think I worked on this for 3 days at the end of July. And this is where I am. So I put in that horse and carriage. I started on the pond, and then that house on the bottom, I put that in with the fence and a couple of trees. I think I put a lot of these houses didn't have, these two houses, they didn't have their smoke, so I put the smoke in on those houses. And yeah, I think I got a pretty good bit done. I still have a lot to go. That pond is huge, and then I have like the two biggest buildings in the whole pattern left to do. At the bottom we've got the church, and then this building here. So I still have the two largest buildings left, and the rest of that pond, and then all the little bits at the bottom and the bottom border. So still quite a bit to go. I will pull this out again closer to Christmas. So this is on a 28 count even weave by MCG Textiles that I purchased at a thrift store many years ago for 50 cents, and I just dyed it myself using some Rit dye. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this one is turned. I mean, I just love it. It's so much fun. Oh, I haven't been showing my bags, but this one is just a bag that I made myself. I thought this scene was very, very close to the scene of the pattern. Okay. And then the Snow Many Friends is in this other bag that I made with the baubles. Okay, so that finishes out July. And then we move into August. And here is my August. So you could see I have quite a few starts. Like, there's a lot of yellow. But I have had 2 finishes. So, but let me show you one other whip before I get to the starts. I think I stitched this one on August 1st. And again on August 9th. This makes for really good travel stitching. So this is Temperature Quaker by Sarah Stitchin' Mommy. And this is what it's going to look like. So each Quaker is a different month. So like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So this is where we're at now. So since the last time I shared this, I did finish up July, which is this one, and then I got to start on August. I think I'm caught up through maybe the 8th of August. So July was actually a pretty cool month. I think it was the coolest July that we have had in 10 years here in Las Vegas, since 2015. But August is making up for it because it's been, 110, 111. This week has been really hot. It's going to cool down a little bit in the next few days, I think, but then it's going to get back up to like 110s and 111s. So the weather we're having now in August is usually what we have in July. But This is on a printed 14 count Ada from the craft store Michael's. Yeah, this is a lot of fun, and it stitches up really, really quickly, and it's really great for travel stitching. And that's in my pineapple bag. I just thrifted this bag. I think it's a 31 bag. So cute. Okay, let's see. So now I'm gonna get into starts. So let's see. I know I mentioned in my last video that August is my birthday month. I had a birthday on August 9th, and I was watching Sarah Stitching Mommy a few weeks ago, and she had said how September is her birthday month, and she's turning 40 something, 43, 44, I don't remember exactly, but she had decided that she was going to start 4 things in September. And usually, you know, I've heard of people starting when they turn 50, they'll start 50 things. When they turn 40, they'll start 40 things for the whole year. So I decided that because I had some starts already planned, and because I had 8 finishes, I was really now feeling the urge to start things. So I decided, because my birthday is on the 9th, that I was going to start 9 things in the month of August. Also, my age, if you add the 2 numbers together of my age, it equals 9. And I'm not gonna tell you how old I am. I'm sure that you could do the math. How many of you are trying to do the math in your head right now, right? And figure it out. I could just say, if you guess 63, then you can just unsubscribe now. No, I'm just kidding. And if you said 45, I love you. I love you forever. Thank you so much. So I'm sure you can easily guess how old I am. But because the 2 numbers add up to 9, and my birthday is on the 9th, I'm going to start 9 things. So I started with, my first start is a start and a finish. This is, and I don't have a cover photo of the chart, I just have the chart. It was a PDF. I purchased this last year. I was stitching a lot of like bees. I had purchased a bunch of bee patterns or actually it was 1 pattern and it had 3 charts in it from Asbury's Echoes on Etsy. And she also has a Flosstube, if you want to check her out. She's a prim stitcher, prim designer. And so this is one that I had purchased last year, and I finally got around to stitching it this year, and it was called Honey Pin Keep. I stitched this with the called for colors on a 28 count Sugar Cream Pie by Bestitch Me, and it's so cute. I can't wait to fully finish it and put it in my bee display. It's adorable. It was a very quick stitch. I think it took me, well, okay, it took me 4 days, but I must have had some slow stitching time, some short stitching days during that time, because it shouldn't have taken that long. But so cute. So I gotta FFO that one sometime. Probably not until next month. This is such a crazy month for me. So busy. And this is in a bee bag that I had made. So then that was the first start. And then when I finished that, I started, this is Parkington Manor by Rosewood Manor. Parkington Manor Sampler. So this came out at Market 2025, and I had it in my cart since March. Robin Birdseye Stitches, and she wanted to start this for her birthday because her birthday month is also in August. So I thought that was a perfect excuse for me to go ahead and buy it and get a start on it. Carolyn Czuk Stitch is also stitching on this one. So I originally had started this on August 1st on a 20 count Ada, and there is an issue with the pattern. There's like a color missing, so if you do end up stitching this one, go to Rosewood Manor's website to get the correction. But I discovered the error when I was at Silver State Stitch Shop trying to trying to kit this up, the numbers weren't, they weren't lining up with the colors. There's like six color names listed and 7 colored numbers listed. And so I can't show it to you because every single page that it's on has the chart. But even though I knew that there was an error, I still ended up stitching it wrong. So I had to pull everything out, and I didn't like stitching on that 20 count Aida either. So I pulled it all out, and I ordered the called for fabric, which is a 28 count platinum linen. So I ordered the called for linen, and when it came in, I restarted it, and this is where I'm at. So I think that's like 3 days of stitching, and I really love the colors on this. The fabric is really light. I think I would have probably preferred to do it on a darker fabric, but at this point I'm not going to restart it. But it's just so pretty, and I really do enjoy stitching on this one. So that's Parkington Manor by Rosewood Manor. And that's in my Patchwork and Poppies bag. I think this is the very first bag I ever bought from Jenny. Okay. Let's see. So then after that one, I started on World of Cross Stitch Day, which was on August 8th. I started Stitching Quaker by Primrose Cottage. When I was at their shop in May, I purchased this, and I also purchased the stitching quilts and all of the called for color and cotton. I am stitching this on, this is a Bestitch Me 28 count, I think, sandbar. And this is where I'm at on that. So I got quite a bit done. I spent a couple days on this one. I think I just spent 2 days on this one, but it goes really, really fast. And I love the colors. It's a lot of fun to stitch on. And that is in my Alice and Mrs. AZ Family Zoo bag. Love this bag. She's got a little owl charm on there. Go check out her Etsy. She's got, I think, she's got different discounts on different things. Bags, jewelry, scissor fobs, and things like that. She's having a really great sale to raise money for the animal sanctuary. And it's a really good size too. But she's got like Valentine's, Christmas, all different types of bags in there. Some chicken bags. I don't know where this goes. I just found this on my desk. Okay. So then I started, so that was on August 8th for World Cross Stitch Day. August 9th was my birthday. So my birthday start was Flora by the Artsy Housewife. I love this, so cute. I love the colors. I purchased all of the called for Roxy floss colors. It's my first time using Roxy floss. And the called for fabric is a 32 count dirty linen by Zweigart, but because I purchased this from Evertotes, they didn't have that. So they, in their like kit, they sent, this is a 36 count biscuit by Roxy Floss. So this is my second time stitching on, I think my second time stitching on a 36 count. My first time was that Regal bird. So this is where I'm at on that. I spent 2 days stitching on this. And I really, really love this one. So much fun. So I just have, I'm doing one strand of thread because I only bought enough Roxy floss to use one strand. I think that's why I'm doing it on a 36. If I had done the called for 32, then I would have had to use 2 strands of floss. But I really do enjoy the one strand on the 36. When I first started it on my birthday, I only had put in like 10 stitches, and my eyes hadn't really adjusted yet, so I was thinking maybe I would need some extra magnification. But then when I sat down a few days later to stitch on it, it was fine. I just had like a neck light, so I had extra light on it, and my readers, which I think I'm at like a 4.0 in the readers, and it was fine. My eyes were probably fresher too when I stitched on this the second time. So that's just in this bag right now. This magnetic, it was just the closest bag I could find. I need to get or make an owl bag, but I don't have any owl fabric. Okay, so then that was start number 4, and then start number 6. This was a start and a finish, and this is the 12 monthly minis. I started and finished the August one, which is this one right here, the bees. This is being stitched on the called for 32 count light taupe. And let's see, so here is the bee one that I just stitched. This is August. And here's all of them. Now that I've like finished half, I've done 6. I have 6 more to go. So I think I'm going to cut down this fabric now and cut out those pieces and see if I have enough room to fully finish them before I start on September, because then I'll know like if I need to leave myself some more room. But yeah, this is March through August, and now I have to do September through February. So I'm trying to do one a month. And I did buy the finishing pack for this so that I can finish them into the little pillows. Okay, and then start number 6 was, I just started this one last night. This is Hoppy Halloween by Satsuma Street. It's a kit. It came with all the floss. It came with the beads and the sequins, the needle, and the perforated paper. So I only just started this last night after I finished that August Quaker. So I don't have a whole lot of progress on it, but this is where I'm at. So I just got to start on his face, I guess. Yeah. So this is going to be a quick stitch. It's not very big. One thing I want to say about these magnetic frames, I had this frame on another perforated paper project that I started in the winter time, like January, February, and I went to dig it out because I needed this frame, but the frame was still on that project, and because it had been there, I guess, for so long, it stuck. I had a hard time getting it off, and when I did get it off, it actually tore part of my paper, the perforated paper. It made little, and it's a light blue. The other one is a light blue perforated paper, so now where it tore, it's white. And it's just a couple of little spots. I'm hoping that the stitching will eventually cover it up, but I just wanted to, you know, let you all know that I think when you're done stitching for the night, you should probably take the frame off, and yeah, because it was just kind of, it had been on there for so long that it just stuck together, and when I tried to pry it apart, it was a little difficult to get apart, and then it just sort of made a couple of tears in my paper. So just keep that in mind. So those were all of my starts and whips and all of that fun stuff. So a lot of stitching going on here. I do have one other non-stitching related thing. Hang on one second. Let me grab it. Okay, I'm going to just talk about this real quick and then I'll get back to the stitching. So this is a couple months ago. I was watching Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, and she had gotten a diamond painting kit from Michaels, and it was a Las Vegas diamond painting that she purchased at her Michaels in Texas. So I thought, oh, that's really cool. I had done one diamond painting probably 5 to 10 years ago, and I meant to grab it. Let me go grab it. Hang on. Okay, so this is one that I had done, I don't know, like I said, 5 to 10 years ago. My husband made the frame for it. This one is KTCLC. I don't know. I'm trying to find the maker of it to see. Yeah, I don't know. So I did enjoy this one. It wasn't my favorite thing. I mean, this was, and again, I haven't done a diamond painting since then, so I probably, I just like stitching better. But Elizabeth Ann had shared the Las Vegas one that she had, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. Let me go to my Michaels and grab it. Well, my Michaels didn't have it. It's kind of bizarre. There wasn't even like a spot for it, like it had been sold out. It's like my Las Vegas Michaels didn't have the Las Vegas diamond painting. I don't know, but they did have this one, and it was like 50% off, so it was only like $7.50, and then they gave me, they love to give me that senior discount, so I got another 10% off, so it was like less than $7, and it just, I don't know, it just appealed to me. I love beachy scenes. So I've got about half of it done. Just trying to keep the plastic on to protect the sticky stuff as I work. But yeah, I've got about half of it done. That's a lot of fun. I feel like I'm enjoying this one more than I enjoyed the other one. And I think that the other one, sometimes the little diamonds were a little tight, but I don't know. I'm just really enjoying it. I'm trying to color complete, and I only can work on it for maybe 5 minutes at a time because I have to really bend over to do it, and it bothers my neck. So I'll work on it for 5 minutes. It has a permanent spot on my dining room table, so I'll just walk over to the table, work on it for a couple minutes, and then walk away and do something else. And so, yeah, that's my diamond painting. That was my other crafty adventure for the past couple weeks. So that's been fun. Let's see. So I guess we're going to move on to some purchases and some plans. I guess we'll do purchases first. So let me gather that all together. Okay, I'm back. So on the 9th, it was my birthday, and my husband and I, I live 4.5 hours from Phoenix, and I've never been to the attic, so that was something that I've been wanting to do for many, many years, and I finally decided. It was my birthday. It was a Saturday. I never get my birthday off from work. Usually when my birthday lands on a weekday, I have to work. It's like the first 10 days of the month that we're really busy. We have deadlines and I can't take it off. So very rarely do I ever have my birthday off from work, but thankfully this year it landed on a Saturday, so my husband and I drove out to Mesa, and I got to visit the attic, and I will show you that haul in a second. But we also stopped at an antique store, and I found this cute little flower frog. It was made in Italy, hand painted, and I just thought it was really pretty to put my scissors in. Okay. Oh, also for my birthday, my mom went to my wish list and she purchased this for me. So Very cool. I love this. I love the vintage, anything vintage I love. And these are little ornaments stitched on plastic canvas. Comes with all of the floss. It's already separated and labeled for you. So I've never stitched on one of these Ledi Stitch kits before. So I'm really looking forward to starting that one. So thank you, Mom. When I purchased that fabric for Parkington Manor, I purchased it from 123 Stitch. So I just grabbed a couple of patterns. I purchased Harvest Moon by Annie B's Folk Arts. I love this. I love the little silhouette of the cats and the pumpkins and the house and the flowers all the way up the side. Very pretty. I also bought Happy Halloween by Crocetta Agogo. I love their patterns. And I love Halloween, so this one just looks like a lot of fun. So I think that's all I purchased from there. Oh no, wait, this one too. So I don't know if you've been with me for a while, you know I've been stitching these monthly lighthouses by Stony Creek. I haven't done one in a while, but I wanted to get back to them, so I purchased October. I figured that gives me enough time to start and finish this one in time to display it for October. And then I was at Stitch Club, or UFO Club at Silver State Stitch Shop last month, and she gave us this pattern for October House Fiber Arts Stitchy Spot. And I also got my fabric of the month from Bestitch Me. This is a 28 count Lugana called What the Hay. Very pretty neutral. Okay, now on to my attic haul. I knew when I went there that there was one pattern that I really wanted to get, and that was Ursula's Samplers by Jean Lee. I've seen quite a few people stitching on this, and I love it. I mean, the font and the chickens, and yeah, just really like this one. So one of the women there helped me pick out a fabric for it. I got Desert Taipan. This is a 36 count linen by Fox and Rabbit. So that's the fabric. And she's so good. Like, she wrote on there, start on the cut edge, and it's big enough for me to have like a 2-inch border, a 2-inch margin. So she wrote, you know, make sure you start 2 inches in. And then she helped me choose a floss for it. So I got Gloriana Bellagio Red to stitch it with. So I'm very excited to get a start on that one. I also bought the corner gauge, the attic corner gauge. And so then I tried to pick patterns that I have never seen before. And I don't think I had seen any of these before. So the first one that I got is Little House Needleworks called the Pumpkin. I think this one is new in 2025. Let's see, what does it say? O greenly and fair in the lands of the sun, the vines of the gourd and the rich melon run, and the rock and the tree and the cottage enfold, with broad leaves all greenness and blossoms all gold. I got Puntini. This is Halloween special, and it comes with the little buttons down there. And the Prairie Schooler. This is old. This is book number 65, and it's the cardstock, and it has, I think must be the Attic's old address down there. So this has probably been around for a while, but you know, I love to do 3D finishes, or I've been trying to do different ones because I haven't done a lot in the past, so I'm trying to do different ones every month. And I thought this would be really fun with the acorns. This was they had like a clearance section, 50% off, so this was like $5. This is Homespun Elegance, which is another designer that I love. Honestly, I don't think I've ever met a pattern that I don't love. Very rarely. I mean, I just like it all. But Christmas, this is I Will Honor Christmas by Homespun Elegance. Very cute. That'll be quick stitch. And I also, did I get another? Oh, another 50% off one that I got was Barbara Anna Through the Woods. Looks like another quick stitch. Very cute. Santa riding a reindeer. I don't think I've ever seen this one before either. This is Scattered Seed Samplers, Forget Me Not Pin Keep. Y'all know I love stitching birds. This one was from 2023, so I guess it's not that old. This one, I don't know, I love this one so much. This is the Scarlet House, A Changed World. This is from 2021. This is a big one. It's a big commitment, but it's got a lot of little motifs, so I think it would go pretty quickly, and then, you know, there's a bunch of fill-in in here, but otherwise I think it should go fairly quickly. This says, the world has changed and so have we, learning to be still, yearning to be free. Truth can be very elusive to man, with faith as our compass, resolutely we stand. It's very pretty. This one, I saw the model first and just absolutely loved it. Love the colors. I've never seen this one before either. This is Needlework Press. I think it's, well, I was going to say it's new, but it's not. I think it's just a newer, this one is a newer printing, I think, but, yeah, 2016. So, yeah, it's so pretty. I bought another designer that I love, Blackbird Designs. I'm trying to collect all their patterns. A little bit of spring. I love the colors in this one. And I don't think it screams spring too much. I mean, because there's a lot of red in there, could start it in Christmas. Let's see. This one is another one I'd never seen before, the Cricket Collection. What is the name of it? One If by Sea. Again, I love, you know, nautical and lighthouses, so I picked that one up. It's an older pattern, 2019. And then the last one I got is Summer Schoolhouse by Brenda Gervais. I've never seen this before, and it really appealed to me. This is, I think, 2017, yeah. So it is older, but I just love the colors, and there's a strawberry and a bird in it, and a nice house, which I'm not normally a house stitcher, but that one is fairly small, so shouldn't be bad. But yeah, I really love this pattern. So I had a big haul. My mom had sent me some birthday money, so thank you so much, Mom. And yeah, my husband was totally fine with it. It's like, it's my birthday, so why not? Plants. So I want to continue working on the new starts. I want Parkington Manor, Flora, the stitching Quaker. I want to continue working on all three of those because I really like them. So so far I've had 6 starts. So I have 3 more starts left in August. I don't know what those are going to be yet. I have some ideas, but I'm not going to share anything. It'll be a surprise in my next video. You'll find out what I started when I film my next video. But Yeah, so I'm gonna work on those new starts. I'm going to, or my previous new starts, and then I have to start 3 more new things. In September, I'm going to start the Ursilia sampler for Sampler September. This one, I plan on starting that one in September. I don't know that I've ever really participated in sampler. Sorry, this pile is just about to fall over. I'm gonna put it over here. I don't know that I've ever really participated in Sampler September before, but I definitely want to start that one. Oh, and one other thing. Hang on one second. Okay, my friend Heather Miller, she is the Mirror Image Stitcher on YouTube. I had shared this one as a purchase last year, and she said she has this pattern, and so she asked if you know, we wanted to do a stitch along. So Heather, we haven't spoken in a little while, so let me know if you still want to start this one in September. It's Calico Confectionery Shine on Harvest Moon, and it's all DMC called for. Trying to see what fabric. She 32 count vintage Sahara Belfast linen. So yeah, Heather, let me know if you still want to stitch this. I still plan on stitching it. I don't know, it's just so, it appeals to me so much. I love the colors and everything. Okay, so that's September. I'm not sure if I'm going to be back before September, so I just thought I would go over a couple of those things. I think that's it. I do have to pick out, I think I'm going on a road trip. My oldest son, Cameron, and I are going on like a mother-son epic road trip adventure. We're so excited. I'm a little nervous because we're going for 9 days, 2,000 miles. We're going to be going to California, Oregon, Nevada. So a lot of traveling, but he is like me, and he loves visiting new places. He loves road trip adventures. My husband and my youngest, they don't care for being in the car. My youngest doesn't really like being in the car for more than 15 minutes at a time, and my husband, 4 hours is his limit. When we went to Mesa last weekend, he did all the driving. He's not a huge fan of my driving. I tend to be a little aggressive, but he did all the driving, and you could tell he was like, after about 3.5 hours, he's like, oh my gosh, like, are we there yet? So Cameron and I are going to go together, mother-son adventure. We're really excited. So usually when I travel, I don't get a whole lot of stitching done. We are going to share the driving. So obviously when I'm driving, I can't stitch. And when he's driving, because we are going to be going in places that we have never been to before, I like to look out the window and just see the scenery. So I don't know how much stitching I am actually going to be doing. We are going to be doing a lot of hiking, and at the end of the day, I'm sure we're going to be exhausted after all of that driving and hiking, and so I don't know how awake I'm going to be in the evenings to stitch, but I am going to bring a couple projects. I'm going to bring that the Satsuma Street, the Hoppy Halloween frog. I will bring that. I think I'm going to bring the Stitching Quaker by Primrose Cottage, because that's pretty easy stitching, and I might bring this one. This is another old whip from, I think, 2023. This is Waxing Moon Designs. I have stitched the fox already, and just have the other 2 left to go. So here is the fox all finished, and then I will do the other 2 on here. This is a printed fabric, just like the fabric that I'm stitching the Temperature Quaker on, but this one has like oranges in it, yellows and oranges. It's a 14 count, very easy to stitch on, so this might be a good option for a travel project. So I think those might be the 3 projects that I'm going to bring with me. That's just in this bag here. I also forgot to mention I am UFOing a project. this is, I love this bag. I think this is this Michelle Lee Quilts? It's the Anne of Green Gables bag, and it's purple. I love purple. Just love the colors in this bag. But this is Secret Garden by Hello from Liz Matthews. I was in her Patreon for like the first 18 months, and this was one of her Patreon pieces. I think it was maybe April 2024. And I loved it. I started it right away. She has like a dark colorway and a light colorway. I honestly don't remember which one I am doing, but this is stitched on an 18 count Frozen Fractals by Seraphim, and I'm stitching it 2/2, and I'm just not a fan of I'm 2/1, I'm sorry, and I'm not a fan of 2 threads on 18 count. It's very, very tight. It's just kind of difficult stitching for me. So this is as far as I've gotten, and I've decided to UFO it because I'm just not, while I absolutely love the pattern, and you may have seen already that she is releasing this pattern now in Marketplace this month. So if that's a pattern that you are interested in, it is going to be available. But yeah, I'm just not really enjoying it, so I am going to UFO this one. Maybe I'll start it again someday. I don't know. But because I UFO'd that one and I finished 8 things and I started 6 things, like I was down to maybe 36 whips at the end of July, and now I'm back up to, I don't know, I think I'm back up to like 40 whips, something like that. But that's fine as long as I can stay right around 40. I don't want to go any higher than that. I think that's, yeah, I think that's everything that I have. I gotta get to work now, so I hope you all are enjoying your summer, staying cool, and getting a lot of stitching in. Let me know below if what you're stitching. Are you stitching fall, Halloween? Are you still stitching summer, bees, sunflowers? Are you stitching anything in particular right now? I've been stitching just a little bit of everything, as you could tell, like my FFOs and, you know, my whips and all that. I'm starting to get into Halloween now, but yeah, I'm just enjoying stitching on a little bit of everything. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.